So I'm going to start recording because I feel like this needs, so I'm going to go off of what you just said. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming on today. I'm going to take you to church with starter in the morning. It'll come to Jesus, a little honesty, and then we'll go into planning your week and giving you guys some great content that you can utilize for yourself. But we're also open to the fact that we are never the ones that are full of the answers. And if something is working for somebody else, we are going to open up some time at the end for you to share what might be working for you that other people can take value from. Because if you're trying to hold on to the secrets or the things that are working on you, the universe is going to work in your, not going to work in your favor, because I believe that this is a world of where we need to give information. We all can win. There's enough abundance in the world that if you're holding on to information that's causing you to be successful, like, you'll be humbled real fast as to why you're not hearing that. So first of all, come to Jesus. We're in halftime, you guys. It's halftime. So we're like if you're feeling like you haven't achieved a bonus, or maybe it doesn't look like you're going to at this point in this month or whatever, it's time to frame your mindset like the Patriots when they were playing the Falcons, and the Falcons were up 24-3 at halftime. Like, it looked like, I don't know if you're like a football person, but at that point in a football game, it might look like, if you're the person that's at 3 points and the other one's at 24, it can look like there is no hope for you at all. But here comes in the coach. I am ready to freaking just tell you guys that it doesn't matter how far it looks like you're at right now. Like, you don't even know what kind of season might be coming for you, but you got to remain in the faith. And you can be like the Patriots and come back the second half and freaking blow it out of the water, and everyone's like, what just happened? That destiny is within you too. You just need to stay diligent. You need to stay trustworthy in the process. And I know, like, consistency is like the worst word to hear all the time, but it's true. Like, you can't be bitching about the fact that you're not where you want to be, and then behind the scenes you're not actually implementing work. Bitching about it is getting you nowhere, and then wasting your time on stupid shit like scrolling Facebook and, like, I don't know, getting involved into chats and drama and, like, just, dude, knock it off. We don't have time for that stuff. I'm telling you, like, you want to say something? Go for it.
Yes, I want to tell you
say something.
You're breaking up like
Can you hear me?
Bad. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear Star, but Megan's breaking up.
Yeah,
I can.
So real quick, while you figure that,
I'm gonna
out. So listen, guys, when I think it was end of April, whenever the 2019 Thrive Palooza was, I needed like 5,000 in volume to hit 12K the previous month. And this was during a rank advancement bonus period. Okay. They didn't do the exact. So like 4K, you got 2K. If you go 12K, you got 6K. Okay. So the previous month I had hit 4K and I was like 5K off. And it was like the last couple of days of the month. I didn't think it was going to happen until I walked in that Thrive Palooza. And Aaron Aponte, I hear that he kind of did the same thing yesterday. Those of you who were on that Zoom, there is a recording in the vault. He had everybody stand up and say, I am 12K. I am the auto bonus. And I did that, and tears were just streaming down my face. And y'all, the day that I got home, I went 12K. Like within like 3 days, like anything can happen. And to be honest with you, the reason why it happened is because that mindset switch went off in my brain. So if what you need to do is stand up, close your eyes, just like he said last night, just like he said in 2019 Thrive Palooza, you stand up, you close your eyes, and you picture yourself hitting that rank that you want to hit. Like, picture your meter being $4 away from that next rank. You go in there in your back office and you place an order for some hand and foot cream, because y'all, if you don't have it, it is bomb. And boom, you hit that rank that you want to achieve. Envision yourself, envision your body and how you feel at that very moment that you hit that rank, and just allow yourself to like really get into that feeling. Like think about it. Like, oh my gosh, like if you're up for 12K, for example, like you hit that and then you realize like, holy shit, I'm going to get $1,500 on the second Tuesday of next month. What is that going to do for me? Think about the bills you're going to pay. Think about the way that you can spoil yourself. Go get your nails done if that's your thing, go get a facial. Like just think of the things that you can do. Take your kid to the toy store or online if you guys don't want to go in the stores and be like, hey, pick whatever toy you want without having to stay within a budget. Like guys, just seriously picture yourself there. Picture yourself getting to that rank. I'm telling you, it is a freaking mindset thing. And you can sit here and tell me all day, oh no, Star, I know I can do it. Or Star, I'm trying to do this. No, you are doing it. Quit the trying and just freaking do it. Just do it. Grab onto that mindset and run with it.
What was the last thing you heard me say?
I don't even remember.
The football analogy, coming back in second quarter and kicking ass.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. It doesn't matter how far away you look right now, dude. Your business can shift so much in a month. But if you're constantly emotionally attached to your tracker and like that's dictating whether or not you decide to work the business, like you are constantly going to be on that hamster wheel. You're always going to be on it. If you're always here's the thing. Here is the thing. If you're always hopping on a Zoom because you're waiting for that secret piece of information that somebody's going to give you that you think is going to change your business, like you're waiting for like Sally to hop on who went 12K in 30 days and like she's going to tell you this monumental secret and then you're going to implement that and your life is going to change. You guys, there is no damn secrets. Get out and do the work. If you think that you're on the right path, it's going to just be easy. That's wrong. The right path is the hard path. Quit trying to make your life easier. Like we think, oh, when we go to 200K, it's going to be so much easier. I can tell you the walk up to 200K is not easy. Being a 200K is not easy, but it is definitely easier than you going to a job that you freaking hate. It is definitely easier than struggling financially every single day. Quit trying to take route with your life.
Yeah. And honestly, nothing in like worth it in life is going to come easy anyway. Okay. It takes hard work. It takes determination, right? But the beauty about this business is the hard work that you're putting into it goes towards your dreams and your futures, not somebody else's. Not somebody else's that is paying you, what they think you're worth. That's another thing too. Like you get to pay yourself what you think yourself is worth. So go out there and make the unlimited buckaroonies because that's exactly what you're worth.
I can tell you real quick and then we'll get started on content planning. This time of year, because I came from corporate America, this time of year constantly grounds me in the fact I'm in the right place because I remember vividly sitting across the desk from my boss when the review time came and they're telling you about how they feel you're doing and like da 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 da. And then they're like, and we're gonna give you a raise. And guess how much it is? 3%. You guys, a freaking quarter. I'm sure a lot of you can relate to this, like busting your ass for someone else. And then they're like, thank you. Here's a quarter extra an hour. Like, enjoy. You're like, thanks for the extra $100. Even though I'm sacrificing time for my family, I'm sacrificing, having to go to work and making somebody else watch my children. Like, you guys, what type of sacrifices you put into this business are going to pay you much more than anything you will ever get in any job. Where else? And Lacey said this on the 200K Zoom on Tuesday, and dude, I have freaking goosebumps because I'm all about like creating a legacy for my family. But she said, where else can you make a dream that seems so outlandish? You match the work to it and make it freaking happen. This is where you can do that. This place is where you can do that. We have the right products. Quit Quit getting upset when somebody has a sample, says like, I don't feel it in day 2. Okay, next, I will find somebody who their entire world has shifted in one day because they took these products. Quit getting upset with somebody that doesn't understand the business model. You guys, network marketing is hundreds of years old. Hundreds. There is old ladies sitting in retirement getting paycheck after paycheck right now because they were in network marketing 60 years ago and they're making bank. Do you think they really cared about what Jessica said across the street? Like, no. Your dreams are so much more than what some negative person that's stuck in the mindset of being stuck in the world of you have to work a 9 to 5 and you have to struggle through life and you have to have somebody else watch your children and like, stop, just stop. Where else can you do this? So this week when we're going into this content, like you guys got to pour your soul into this content and you got to believe in the fact that whatever you're asking for, whatever you're putting out there, it's coming back to you. You might not know when, you might not know how, but you have to have that belief that if I put this work in consistently every single day, if I'm following the process, that it is going to come. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time.
Yep. And really quick, going back to the part about paying for childcare, for those of you who are parents, it's not only you are paying somebody to watch your kids, you're paying somebody to raise your kids. And what if your, oh my gosh, what they're called, your values are different than theirs? They're instilling their values in your children. Okay. Don't know. No, there's another way. And you have found it. You just have to grasp it and take full control of it.
Mindset's everything, dude. Everything. You can have all the damn answers. You can post all the posts you want to, but if your head ain't right, you ain't going there. You got to start believing. You got to start believing that this is possible for your life. I don't care where you came from. I don't care where you're currently at. I don't care who hurt you in your past. I don't care who told you something. I don't care. Like, and this is what I've been saying this year is like, I don't care how many followers I lose. I don't care what somebody in my immediate circle, like in our town, has to say about what I'm doing. Like, this is the season of I am stepping into everything that I deserve, and it's time for you guys to do the same. Yes. You deserve to open your paycheck and it's 5 figures. You deserve to watch your tracker pop over and see that you achieved 12K and $1,200 is going to get deposited into your account along with $300 for an auto bonus. You deserve that. You deserve, like Star said, to take your kids somewhere and say like, hey, whatever you want, pick it out. You deserve to have a full grocery cart. You deserve to have a full gas tank. You deserve every single piece of that. So yeah, Shannon said she wanted
about the grocery cart. About the grocery cart. Yeah, hold on, Mom. About the grocery cart. I'm telling you guys, when you go, and I'm not sitting here trying to paint a false picture, okay? We all go through different seasons, but I'm telling you, if you are on like government assistance, for example, and you get that budget that you have to stick with for the whole month for a family of 6, I think it was like $500. That's impossible. Do you know how good, like when we got that $12,000 bonus, okay, when my husband went 12K in October of 2019, wow, 13. It felt so good to go grocery shopping on that day and get whatever we needed to get. We didn't have to follow a strict budget. We didn't have to put shit back. Guys, that is, I'm telling you, that feeling right there is priceless. Go ahead, Mom. Sorry. Y'all got me crying.
I was on that Zoom yesterday and I was on my knees in tears because everybody knows what's been going on in Texas. And for a person to stand in a store with chocolate covered strawberries for 8 to 12 hours, getting nothing but no after no after no for minimum freaking wage. Why do you have a problem going and getting a no for yourself? Go out there, get those no's, you're going to get a yes. And then you can help the neighbor down the street with the kids who has no milk because they have no power, get them milk for their babies. Yes. You're able to help others once you're able to get past feeling sorry for yourself that you're not getting somewhere. You're not getting somewhere because you're not doing the do. Instead of going out and doing it for somebody else, do it for yourself.
Stop being lazy. Seriously. Just stop being lazy. Call yourself out on your own bullshit. Be disciplined. Seriously, be disciplined and be intentional. And let's get into this planning for the week, Megan.
Amen.
I love you guys.
So, speaking of which, Mondays, we're talking about inspiring. Quit being lazy with your inspiring quotes and just pulling them off Pinterest and pasting them. Like, start making a change to them so it sounds like you. Like,
Yes.
sometimes I find a post that I like or a quote that I like, and I'm like, but I wouldn't really say it that way, so I'm gonna like shift it to what I would say. Like, there might be like, get your shit together in there or something like that. Not saying you guys need to use cuss words on your social media, because like if you're not confident in it, like you can definitely like push people away.
Yeah.
But find a motivational quote and reword it to fit how you would say it. So that's for the inspire piece. Thrive. Remember, we're talking about, if you hadn't hopped on last week, we're talking about there's 3 different stages of which people are at in their mindset in the buying process or joining your business process. There's the sidewalk, slow lane, and the fast lane. We're going to try to hit all those. So right now we're going to speak to the person that's on the sidewalk. They might not know they have a problem. We're going to paint a picture for them how that is. Speak to the person who has just accepted that this is the way of life. Like, they've just accepted that they have to be tired. Like, how many of you can relate to that? Because I know I did. I just accepted that parents were supposed to be tired all the time. There's somebody that's sitting on the other side of your screen that is thinking the exact same thing right now. And we need to tell them that that is not normal. Being exhausted every single day is not part of adulting. Like, that's not normal. Like, your body is just not fueled right. Stories. Talk in your stories about how your mornings used to look like versus how they look like now that you have energy right away. Talk in your stories. People need to hear your voice. I don't care what you look like. Dude, I have bags under my eyes. My eyebrows aren't filled in. I don't have my lashes on. My hair's a hot mess. And I'm still talking to people. You got to be relatable. Instagram shown lately that the less polished you are in your stories, the more impactful they are, because people have seen fake stuff all the time. Yep. It's important that you have aesthetically pleasing stuff. Yes. Do I have pretty pictures? Yes. But I also make a point that if I'm talking in my stories, that I do not wear makeup sometimes. So people really know that I'm a real human. And some days I fall. And some days I don't put makeup on. And most of the time I live in my sweatpants. Let's be real. So talk in your stories. People need to hear your voice. They need to know you're a real person. Reels. 6 a.m., 10 a.m., 10 p.m. Best times. 6 a.m., 10 a.m., 10 p.m. Something inspiring. Share something inspiring. Find music that sounds like inspiring to you, and then walk somebody through a hardship you've overcome. So like for me, for example, I talked about how I used to validate my worth on what other people thought of me because I was in an abusive relationship. And then I found God, and that is who my validation is within. So whatever obstacle you've overcome in life, like, share that, because it's going to connect you to people. Do you have anything to add?
Nope. You covered it.
Moving on. Tuesday, we're going to challenge you to do a live on educating. One of your 5 pillars, educate your audience on this. Do you want to touch on that real quick?
Yeah. So we kind of did the same thing last week, but it can be anything. Like, you can do this every single Tuesday. This can just be something that your audience can rely on you for. You know, if they know that you're going to hop on a live every single Tuesday, Teach Tuesday, whoever put that in the comments, that's brilliant. Like, I told Megan, I'm like, even if you're teaching people how you make a damn pancake or some grilled cheese, go live and show them how you make a pancake and some grilled cheese. You know, just educate. And at the end of the day, it's also kind of like entertaining. And, you know, during that live, you know, you can talk briefly about, you know, how your week was, get people engaged, you know, have people engage with you during your live. Like, how do you make pancakes? This is how I make pancakes. You know, this is just an example. It can be with anything. And if you want to base it on one of your 5 pillars, definitely one of your 5 pillars has got to be a hobby, if not all of them. So if it's crochet, you know, go live crochet. Like, this is how you do that and this and that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And you might think it's dumb, but somebody else on your timeline might actually need that or want to know that.
Exactly.
What was I gonna say? Frick, I forgot. Dang it.
And listen, guys, don't mind us. We were kind of all
Um,
over this morning planning this.
Y'all, I have not had patches for over a week. I am a hot mess. Like, can we
My
just get
excuse is
this
retrograde.
together?
Oh.
No, God. No.
You're breaking up again.
Thrive. All right, guys, you know what time of year it is. It is refund time, tax refunds. We're about to enter the point where people are going to start getting them. So we need to be top of mind, you guys. So for our Thrive post, speak to the person who keeps checking their where's my refund thing. Because you know how many of you do this or have done this where you're like, God, when's that refund coming? Because I could really use it to pay
Megan.
XYZ. Dude, residual income is where is that? Talk about using your refund to reinvest in yourself this time instead of spending money on something stupid.
Megan.
I got
Right?
taxed and
Can you hear me?
stupid. I
No.
lost everything in between.
God damn it.
So guys, can you guys hear me? Okay, so listen, I'm going to go over what she was going over. It's refund season, okay? People are going to be, and this is all Megan, I give Megan all the credit for this. People are going to be checking that where's my refund tool like clockwork, okay? Somehow show them that it is important to make an investment with that refund to where they don't have to sit there every single day refreshing it, waiting for it to hit sent to bank account, waiting for that deposit date to set, and they can have that kind of income every single Tuesday. She can probably explain it a lot better whenever we get her back.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you, but it's
Can
like
you hear me now?
very choppy.
Dude. I am ready to throw this thing. Let me try to swap my
Oh my gosh.
Wi-Fi.
Guys, listen. Lavelle just posted Thrive TAC with the most powerful weight loss engineer DFT yet. Coming soon. This DFT does good for you and for the world. TAC DFT formula is for anyone who wants to look better, feel better, lose weight, and contribute to organizations fighting cancer. $5 of every sale of a Thrive Against Cancer DFT pack will go to a different charity or organization each month focused on cancer research and support. Let's thrive against cancer together. And then here we go. It's coming, y'all. This week it's coming. Well, I'm not saying this week for sure, but they said soon.
Whoop, whoop. Everybody jump up. Whoop, whoop.
Okay.
I just
Or-
think. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry. Like, it makes me so mad. Stories. Let's talk about what can change in a year, month, etc. So, whatever your time frame is that you've joined the business, like, what is something that you've gained in the last period of time that you've been with this business for the last year, month, whatever. So, like, for me, it might be drastic, but for you, it might not be, and that's fine because somebody might be needing what you gained from the business. Reels, 9 a.m. is the best time. And then an idea is things I wish I knew before. Making sure you guys can actually hear me.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm trying to. Apparently, my computer doesn't like when I'm passionate. Wednesday, tell. How can people own their mornings? Tell them how you do yours. And this doesn't even have to be Thrive related. So like, what do you do that's outside of Thrive that helps you like set your mornings up right? Because do you know how many people just like go out on a whim and their mornings are like completely chaotic? That was my life before. So how can you help them win their morning? Thrive. Speak to the person who is searching for something that works. And that can either be business or product related. So we're speaking to the person that is in the slow lane. So somebody that like identifies they have a problem and they're actively searching for something. Maybe they're looking for a part-time job. Maybe they're looking for, they're like searching for products or something like that. Maybe they have a few people on their timeline that are selling stuff, and like, how are we going to differentiate ourselves? So like, speak to the person that's searching for something, and then help them see with proof why this is the right thing. Stories to go along with that. Share before and afters in your stories of other people besides yourself as well. I think it's important to have your own testimony and speak on that always. But I also think you need to back it up with third-party validation and show that you're not the only one that is successful with this, because the person in the slow lane needs to see proof outside of yourself. Like they need to see other people too. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. Thursday. Thursday, engage. What? Oh, did I do reels? Nope, I forgot reels. Sorry, guys. Reels, 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 10 p.m. And then for an idea for reels, IG versus reality. Like, what does it look like? What Instagram, the perfect Instagram versus reality. So like, maybe you have a perfect picture with your daughter, but in reality, it's like you chasing her and like she pulling your hair and whatever. Like anytime you can try to like, or like you could do a Pinterest fail, like Instagram, like show a picture of the thing that you tried to do, and then reality, what it actually turned out to look like, because those are funny. Okay. Thursday. Do you want to add anything? Sorry.
Somebody
No.
keeps asking about Tuesday stories.
Tuesday stories.
What
can
change
change
in
your
a
month,
year?
etc. And this can be like an unfold.
Like where you were this time last year versus where you are now.
Yeah. Or like whenever, right before you started the business. So this can be anything. This can be like, maybe you didn't have a whole lot of friends and now you have a great community. This can be like for me, I was sitting at a desk hating my life. And now I'm sitting at a desk talking to all the people I love. So that's Tuesday. Thursday, engage. Would you rather? This is just to gain engagement. So like you can pick anything, like and it can be funny too. Like would you, I don't know. Do you have an example? Because I think you did something similar to this not that long ago, right, Star?
I did. But like Megan was saying, it can honestly be absolutely anything. Just give me 1 second. I want to go to the post that I did for this. I'm so sorry.
While you're looking for that, I just did a this or that, and I had people telling me about how they stole a car, how they cheated on a Spanish test. I mean, it was really funny. You can really get a lot of engagement when you just pull it out of people.
What did you say, Shannon?
No, I did. I put a thing on a thing. Never have I ever, and it was a whole bunch of things. And I put mine in the comments, the things that I've never done. And I had people doing the same thing. And they were telling me about, well, I did steal a car, but it was my car. I stole it because it got towed. I wrote all the answers to a Spanish test on my arm when I was in high school. It was just a lot of fun.
That is funny. And you could say like in the beginning of the post, like, let's have some fun. Never have I ever. And then write your thing. Or you could say like truth versus one truth and a lie or something like that. Can you tell?
Oh yeah, 2 truths and a lie. That's so funny.
Ooh, you could even do like 2 truths and a lie about yourself. Like you write the post and then have your audience try to guess which one's true and which one's a lie. Ooh, I like that.
What about
Yes.
going live and talking in your stories and telling people 3 things and they have to guess which one's the lie?
Yep, that's a good way to do it too. If you're wanting to get some face-to-face interaction, that's awesome. Thrive. What is it costing you to remain where you're at? We're speaking to the person that's on the sidewalk again. So what is it costing you to like be tired every day? What is it costing you to constantly like push those bills back? Talking about like what is it costing you to remain in the circumstance that you're at right now? And this can mean a come to Jesus for you guys. Like if you really want to use this for yourself, what is it costing you by you not actually going all in? Like what is it currently costing you? Are you sick of what's going on? So we're speaking to the person who's like, I might have a problem. I don't really know if I do, but like by identifying what it's costing them, you really bring them to reality. Stories. Frick, I don't have a stories. Do you have a stories possible idea? Star?
Sorry, I just walked upstairs to start getting ready, so I wasn't unmuted. What about a well, we already did talking in your stories.
We could do like a this or that.
Oh yeah, guys, polls in your stories with things that like with people to giving people an opportunity to tell them about to tell you about themselves. So
Yeah.
like
Let's do this or
tacos
that
or
first.
pizza, fries or tater tots, you know, like stupid, silly stuff like that. People love to tell you or to talk about themselves.
Always.
You know, so doing and I'm telling y'all, I get major success with polls like that. And I only do it like once or twice a week. I'll do like 5 polls back to back. But I would say about 80% of the people who take the polls are non-thrivers. And I get like 50 to 60 votes on Facebook. It's freaking nuts.
Cool. I haven't got to Reels yet for Thursday. Thursday Reels, 9 a.m., 12 p.m., 7 p.m. And here's the idea for Reels. 3 to 5 reasons why your products can help somebody in your audience. So this can be like, are you tired? Are you hitting the snooze? Are you crashing at your computer at 2? Da, 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 da. Then I got what you need. And you don't even have to necessarily like talk about the products or whatever. And then just do it to music. Friday is educate, inspire. So we're going to keep it simple and we're just going to say do another quote in the morning because people are wrapping up their week. The best time to post, you guys, if you're going to do your Thrive related post is 1 to 4 p.m. in the afternoon on Fridays. If anything after that, you're not even hitting anybody really because they're like about their weekend now. So 1 to 4, people are scrolling their phones. They're like, get me out of work. I'm done. So for Thrive, Freebie Friday or samples. This is going to be a staple, like, because you need to be getting products into people's hands consistently. That's the key to this business. So if you're not at least once a week talking about samples, talk about samples. Freebie Friday, either do a free giveaway of a 3-day mini or like one sample of like a plus sign product or something like that. And samples.
Yeah, like we did like 3 nights of rest. Or,
Yep.
you know, 4 days of immune boosting, like with Boost or with Recharge. I mean, Recharge, think of how cheap it is to send 4 Recharge stickers in an envelope. Like what, 50, 60, 70 cents or something like that?
It's like you could literally just slap a stamp on that thing.
Exactly.
You can. Yep. And if you don't have stuff, again, reach out to your upline. I mean, don't be giving away like a bunch of stuff. Be like, hey, I want to do a freebie Friday so I can get some free accounts. Do you have any plus sign products that you would be able to send out for me? Like, if so, what? I can promise you your upline somewhere up the chain is willing to do that for you.
Absolutely. Don't be afraid to ask. Seriously, I can't tell you how many people on my team, especially the new folks, who are afraid to ask because they're afraid to bother me. Like, bro, I'm here for you. Like, what do you mean? Like, your dreams are my dreams for you too. Like, reach out, reach up.
We ain't just here for ourselves. Come on, man. That's like one of the main reasons I do this business is because I want to help other people achieve their stuff.
Exactly.
And stories, again, talk about samples or even talk about your freebie Friday in there. Reels, I don't have an idea, but I have 5 a.m., 1 p.m., and 3 p.m. Dude, I was a hot mess this morning. I'm telling you, like, our patches are life because my mental clarity is like off.
You know, for reels, honestly, it doesn't always have to be something about the business. Do a fun reel. Go through your reels, pick a trending song, do a silly little dance. If you're not about hitting all the moves, that's fine. Like just be yourself and just show people you're real. Show like REAL. Show people who you really are. Show people that you are just normal. Do something fun. Do something funny.
Yep. Saturday is entertain. So do a funny meme that relates to one of your 5 things. Thrive, how you fit in your business or like how your products are helping you through the weekend. Like what things are you doing on your weekend? Are you doing a bunch of laundry? Like take a picture of your patch and show your laundry. Or are you doing like house projects? Like whatever it looks like. Explain how Thrive is helping you or how you can work your business in the nooks and crannies of your day. Story is just take people through your day. Saturdays is usually a little more lax. That doesn't mean you don't work your business though. You guys stop taking weekends off. Actually do the stuff, please. But as far as like pushing out content, people aren't like into like reading deep stuff on Saturdays usually. I mean, I did a deep post on Saturday morning, but like I was all in my feels and I had to post it because I felt like somebody needed to hear it. And then Reels is 11 a.m., 7 p.m., and 8 p.m. And I just said, do a funny reel. Again, people like to be entertained. Sunday is, I don't really have a lot on for Sunday, but connect. Sunday is connect. So any way that you can connect with your audience. So in the morning for me, I usually post some sort of Bible verse or something along those lines. I kind of share my family. Thrive related, I try to do like either a live or a heartstring post at like 8:30, 9:30 p.m. because that's the best time for engagement on Facebook. Sunday nights at
I was
8:30.
gonna say Sundays, most people are on their social media because they're not at work.
Yep. And Sunday nights, like people are winding down from their weekend and they're like secretly trying to escape the fact that they have to go to work the next day. So they're on their social media trying to escape their current reality. So if we can show up and like pull on their heartstrings, people are a little bit more vulnerable on Sundays and more willing to receive a message than any other day. Stories, again, just take people through your days on in your stories on the weekend, and then do like an unfold of where you're wishing to go, or even talk in your stories like where are you wanting to go with your life. Talking about your future is so important, especially if you're not there, because so many people think that they're stuck in their current reality and there's no way to get out. You could be the hope for somebody that they can pull the trigger on their life too and actually take action. So talk about where you're going. What are your future goals? What are things that you want to accomplish? Like, what is one thing you want to accomplish next month? And by you saying that, it's actually helping yourself too, because when you constantly declare something, your brain does a funny thing because it's a literal proven thing that if you visualize and you talk about something that you're going to make happen that is happening, your brain will try to rewire itself to bring you towards it. So you got that shit into existence. Like person, that's what it means. If you believe in like ask, believe, receive from God, amen. Like your brain works in your favor and will bring you to those things. Reels 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 4 p.m. And I don't have anything for reels. Do you have any ideas?
What about I think we already did a walk through your morning. Maybe, okay, so maybe you can talk, like the other day, I did something like 3 reasons why, or 2 reasons why you're stuck in a negative, or your life isn't so happy. And 1 was your negative mindset, and 2 was your negative circle, you know? So talk to people about, about that and exactly like how they can shift their mindset. You can do that under 30 seconds. You can always go to like my TikTok or my reels for ideas of what I mean by that.
Yes. So I'm gonna leave you guys with a quote real quick. Self-care, that's a good idea, Marissa. You could talk about like how you show yourself love, or how do you I like that a lot. Self-care center.
Yeah, that's really, really good.
Yes. So anytime you guys have good ideas, please either feel free to like drop in the chat, hey, I want to talk about something, because this isn't just for us. Like, this is a community. We like I said before, I do not have all the answers, and I will never pretend like I do. So if somebody has something that's worked for them, like, please share that information, because we would love to hear.
Yeah, exactly. And like we were saying, like when we first started this, like our brains are all over the place. Megan's without patches and we are in retrograde. Like, we appreciate it when you guys give your feedback or something that's working for you, because maybe it's something that we didn't think of, you know?
Have a big
Guys,
mouth like me. I just jump in.
Yep.
Yes, she does. Typical mom.
So I've been like so overwhelmed the last couple of days, and I don't know if it's because I'm doing the 75 hard, but now I'm starting to think it's legitimately because I don't have patches. Like, my brain is like all over the place, my focus. So if you guys ever want a reality check on how our products work, like, go a couple days without, and you're like, damn, this is what life used to be like. No, thank you. I'm okay.
Yes.
I want to leave you with a quote that I just got. Well, not a quote. It's actually a message that I get because I'm doing that 75 hard. I'm going to leave you guys with this, and then we can open up for questions. Damn, we made good time today. And we even brought everyone to church this morning.
I know.
Look at us
go.
Like what makes you a bigger fraud? Going out and pursuing everything that you want in your life, even though you have no clue what you're doing, or stifling all your dreams, your goals, and your potential just so you can, quote unquote, fit in and do what you're supposed to do. One of these will get you called a fraud. The other one will actually make you a fraud. Choose wisely. He brings the fire every day. Andy Frisella, if you guys, I mean, he has strong, I'm just going to play this out there. He has very strong political beliefs, and he likes to cuss a lot. So, and he is not nice. He's like Tony Robbins on steroids. I'm just going to put it out there. So if you feel like you need a swift kick in the ass, I'm going to write his name. I think that's how you spell it. Yeah. No C.
And talking about swift kicks in the ass, like, I'm going to speak off of a personal experience right now. Sometimes when we give people swift kicks in the ass, we may not get the response that we hope for. Don't take it personally. If you, quote unquote, bring somebody to church or take somebody to Jesus and they're offended, that's their problem. It is not yours. You can only pour into somebody so much before you start tearing yourself down. And that is not a place that you want to get to. Speak what's on your mind, speak what's on your heart, pour into them as much as you are able, but protect yourself at the same time.
Ooh, dude, I have no time for any of that stuff right now. Like, and you shouldn't either. You guys, if there's anyone in your immediate circle, like your friends, your family, people literally, I know this sounds shitty, but people that are on your team that are pulling your energy instead of moving you forward, like they're telling you, I want this, and then they constantly don't do anything about it, and you're giving, and you got to check yourself and say, like, did I give them all the stuff first? Yeah. And you're constantly like pouring into them, and they're not willing to do, like, they're covering their cup. You're like, take your hand off the cup. If you really want me to pour into you, like, take your damn hand off, okay? Because the water is spilling everywhere, you guys. And the only thing that's happening is your cup is getting less and less filled, and that person isn't willing to move their hand.
Right. No matter how bad you can want it for somebody, if they don't truly want it for themselves, there's nothing you can say or do or give them that's going to change it for them. That's an inside job. You can sit there and be motivational, but you can't be somebody's motivation. They have to, that's an inside job.
Yeah. It is. It totally is. And I've been, you guys, Star and I have both been on the other side of this. And I'm sure there's other leaders that are on this that have done the same thing where, you know, like a stubborn donkey where you're like trying to push it and push it and push it and it's not going anywhere. And then like you're on a path to go somewhere and you realize, shit, I'm not going anywhere either because you're pushing all of your energy into that person and you lose sight of your own business. We don't have time for that shit. We don't have time for people that are taking samples and they're like, I don't feel anything. Okay, next. You don't have time for somebody that says, I want this. And then you tell them the things to do and then they don't implement it. Like they're not doing the stuff over and over and over again. You just tell them, and this is love, you guys. Because if you're constantly enabling people, that's not loving them. That is enabling them and they aren't moving forward. And that is not love. Love is saying, sister, what the F are you doing? You're telling me you want this. Do the thing. Otherwise, like, I'm going to be here when you're ready, but I can't keep pouring my energy into you if you're not ready for it. I can't. Yep. I got people I have to help. I have people who will come in this business and are seeing the hard versus the hard, and they're willing to do the hard things with their business to get out of the hard place they're at. You can't move a stubborn ass and expect to get down your path. Like, it's not going to happen.
You can lead you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force it to drink it. Simply put, like straight up, just like that.
Like, have you ever tried to get your kid to take medicine like that? Like as a child, like and like you're trying to like force it and they keep like spitting it out. I feel like that's my life sometimes. So we'll leave it open for if anyone has questions or tips or things that are working well for you. What?
I'm sorry. I forgot I was unmuted. I'm getting my kids ready for church. My bad.
When you're signing a new promoter, Chastity Marie said something yesterday. You can be all excited as much as you want, but until you have that conversation with them about whether they want to achieve stability, success, or significance, you're not going to know how to run with them. You cannot push them. You cannot drag them. You need to go with them at their pace, and it'll help your mindset if you find out exactly where they're at before you just jump.
Right. Like, for example, I have a promoter that I signed last week. And she's like, I just want to take things slow. I just want to absorb things. And I'm like, that's fine. I can still paint the vision for her. Like there's these bonuses that you can run after. Like if it's not like in your first 14 days, like I want to make sure you know about them first. Like don't think that just because they tell you they want to run slow that you just don't tell them about those things. Like you have to tell them about those things. But you also have to understand where they're at. You can't be like, okay, checking in with them every single day if they're like, I need to take slow and I need to absorb things differently and I'm not ready to run yet. And you're popping in their inbox every day like, let's go, what can we do today? You're gonna turn them off and they're gonna be like, no. You got to realize that there's timing for people. People are going through things sometimes and there's timing, and you can just say like, hey, I'm ready for you to run with you whenever you're ready. I'm here. Just so you know, here's the thing. I sat and prayed over every person in my team yesterday, and this is probably going to make me cry. I prayed over every single person that is in my team chat, and they're all in different stages of their life. That doesn't mean just because I'm running with one person doesn't mean I don't love the next person just as much. I care about each and every one of them as deeply as if they're trying to run with and trying to get promotions, or if they're just like, hey, I'm cool with getting my product for free every month. I love each of them regardless, but you've got to protect your energy. If you're constantly like somebody's wasting your time and you're like, I need to do this because this person needs me to run with them right now, I love you still. I care about whatever dreams you have on your heart. I care about whatever's going on in your life. And just because you're not pouring as much energy into one person as another doesn't mean that you don't care about them. So, struggling with enrolling promoters. Here's the thing. I'm going to talk that real quick. Meredith said, I'm struggling still to enroll promoters. I used to tell myself that and tell Steph that all the time until I took an honest look at my feed and realized that I was only talking about the products all the time. And I was operating out of a place of where I was like, oh, like you have to check where's your belief at? If your belief isn't there, it doesn't matter what you say on your social media, like it's not going to hit right with your people. It doesn't matter where you're at, you guys. I know what it feels like to be like, I don't know if I can leave this person. Like, what if they fail because of me? What if they don't get their bonus because of me? Like, those things are rolling through your head, right? And so then you're afraid to talk about the promoter side, or you feel like maybe you haven't earned a lot of money yet, or you haven't earned a certain amount of success yet. So you feel like a fraud, like you can't talk about the business because you're not where you want to be yet. So how can you possibly help somebody else? But here's the thing, if you never talk about it, you're never going to reach that point. And you have so many uplines that are willing, like, you don't have to know all the things. You can put that person in a 3-way message and your upline will help. If you have the confidence, you got to borrow somebody else's, because just because you're not where you're at yet doesn't mean that you shouldn't be withholding that potential from somebody else, that this could shift their entire world. I think of it as, if I don't talk about the business, I'm being selfish, because I know what it's like when I was trying to put gas in my car every week and I couldn't. One day I'm like, I had to ask my parents, 33 years old at the time. No, 32 years old at the time, having to ask my parents for gas. Like, how freaking embarrassing is that? If Stephanie Grachik didn't post what she posted at that time, I would have never had the opportunity to completely change my life, you guys. You are the key for that, even if it doesn't feel like it. Even if you feel like you don't have the answers right now, even if you're not where you're at, you have something that could help somebody. And because you help that person, your life could change too. Making relationships, what? If you're adding people that have similar interests with you, like, just have a conversation with them. Talk to them like you talk to your friend. Yeah, you guys, if you don't believe in yourself, it doesn't matter how much you talk to somebody. It doesn't matter how many times you post. Belief and mindset is like the key to everything.
Hey, listen, about the person who said that they have trouble talking to people or whatnot, that's something that I used to think as well. And Megan was just talking about beliefs. It's called a limited belief. Okay. You're limiting yourself. And that's basically self-sabotaging. Just be you, be who you are. And if you're having trouble finding out exactly who you are, you need some really good, like, self-love, self-care, self-development time, and time to, like, truly dig deep. And listen, if you are a Jesus kind of gal like I am, that's a really good place to start. A really good place to start.
Anytime I felt like, you guys, I'm stuck, it's because I wasn't self-developing myself enough. And if you're thinking like self-development is you need to hop on a YouTube and watch a video, that you're not self-developing. You're just trying to find temporary motivation, and that is not self-developing. Self-developing is like really examining, where am I struggling with something, and then seeking out something that's going to help you with that. So for instance, I have struggled with my thoughts forever, like my thought patterns. And I know for a fact it was passed on from my mom, because she's like, after I read the book I did, she was like, I think I need to borrow that. I'm like, yeah, I do, because you worry all the time and you're consumed by overthinking. So you have to look at, like, what are the areas of my life that I'm struggling with? So then I got the book, Get Out of Your Head, because I was always in my head, and it helped me. Now I'm trying to move forward financially. So I'm reading the book, Dave Ramsey's Complete Guide to Money. Like, I'm taking what I'm struggling with, like, where are the areas of my life that I'm lacking? And then I need to pour into that. Quit just watching YouTube videos, you guys. That's temporary motivation. That is not self-development.
I have to go. Have a good week, guys. Bye.
Love you.
Love y'all.
As far as starting a conversation with people, I struggled a lot with this because, I came I'm 47 years old. I lived with 45 years of either abuse or addiction and hiding behind what I thought I was supposed to be. once I stepped back and just said hello, it became so much easier. Get into those groups, at least two, of something that you really care about and know about, and just interact on the posts. And believe it or not, it will come naturally to you. All you have to do is say hello.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I can see the title. So the first, Get Out of Your Head. When I felt like I didn't know how I belonged or like what my purpose was, the book I read was Believe Bigger. I'll put these in there in the chat quick. Get out of your head.
Amber
Believe.
Nicole has a couple questions too.
Perfect. I can see your. Oh, okay. Sorry, but when I'm like in the zone, I literally do not even look in the chat, and I just go back and look. Amber, Oop, hold on. Stop commenting. I control it because every time someone comments, it goes back down. Where you can find this later, I always post a recording in the comments of the post, like announcing this thing. What do you tell people when they ask about biotic? That gut health is like the most important thing in your entire life, because it is. It controls your brain function. It controls the way you hold on to weight. It controls how your whole entire body functions. And biotic is pro and pre is live cultures, basically. So making sure that your gut biome is the way that it needs to be. Let me see. I'm looking. Is that the question that you need an answer? Sorry. So Get Out of Your Own Head, Believe Bigger, Slight Edge is a good book if you're looking for consistency, to get consistency. Yeah, those are the ones that if you suck at closing people, Jordan Belfort, The Way of the Wolf is a good one. Oop, that's supposed to say wolf. Yeah, so those are ones that I read. I've actually read 1, 2, 3 books this year already. Dang, look at me go. Any other questions I can answer for you guys before we hop off?
I looked back through the chat. I think you got them all.
Perfect. I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing Sunday. Don't forget, if you just sat on the Zoom for the last hour and you do nothing with the information we've provided you with, you've wasted your time. So please implement the things that we're talking about. Take action and do the things, because without action, you're just going to continue to have results, or not have results, regret. You're going to continue to have regret. Action equals results. Talking equals regret.
Sorry. As far as Thrive Palooza, it's looking to be around April 30th to May 2nd. Just keep looking at your updates in the back office.
Perfect. Thanks, Shannon, for helping me out.
My pleasure.
And I will get this recording up very soon.